I said to myself, like, I'm going to work until I'm 65 out in this is my own house obviously, and I just want to give a message to that fella, you know who you are. And yeah, thanks for your comments. Like, it's nice to get a bit of feedback and stuff like that. And he asked a few questions, I answered them. It's quite funny, really. And yeah, I promise I won't be sitting down on a chair. Maybe it's for the bottom bit, fella, but the top bit I won't be. If I could sit on a chair and do this all, trust me, I would. Right, guys, welcome back to my channel, and here we are. This is, believe it or not, it's 2 years old, and the varnish has perished. And I'm guessing the reason for it is because it's in direct sunlight. I've used like the UV varnish. It was really expensive. I coated it 5 times. I'd love an opinion on where I've gone wrong on this, guys, because should I have maybe like yacht varnished it? Would that have saved it? And I would have spent the money. I didn't really care how much it would have cost, because this shiplap it was expensive. It's a tongue and groove shiplap. I've used a feather edge board at the sides, and I've only coated it once with this stuff, and it's an ebony wood preserver. I'll give it one coat and it looks brand new. So we're all going to come out here. I'm going to recoat this in black, all the frames, and then we're going to wood prime it with a water base, give it a couple of coats, and then I'm going to 2 coat it with this colour. Now this colour here I don't like, but it is what it is. We've ordered it. I've opened the tin. Can't send it back now, so it is what it is. And if I hate it, then maybe in 3 years time I'll recoat it. That's the beauty of paint, you can always like change it, so it's not a big deal. So we'll all be out here later on. Hopefully there'll be about 4 or 5 of us out here rubbing it all down, and I'm hoping to get it done in 2 days, guys. Also we'll be doing the fascias and the soffits and the barge boards and all that, and finishing this all off, because up here we've got like corrugated sheets up there, and we just like bitumened, and it's turned out all right. It's not leaking inside or nothing. It's holding up. Like I say, 2 years later it still looks good, the roof anyway. But I figure you need to paint it once every 2 or 3 years, like you say. It needs another coat. And like I say, while we're doing this, I'm just going to go up there and give the roof a coat as well. So see how we get on, guys. If you want to see how it turns out, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I've got a lot of projects. I've got a lot of projects to do. I've just done, in my previous episodes, I built a garage, and I don't know what I'm going to do as in like rendering it, because I'm really getting put off with the like the monocules, because I've never done it. I probably could do it. I think I could do it, but I figure what I'm going to do, I'm going to use like this, like it's a Weber product, and you put it on with a power float. And I know if I do it that way, I've got more chance of getting it flat. And then what you do, you go over it with like a silicone like render. It's just like plastering it. You put it on and you scrape it off, and you go over it with like a plastic float. And like, to me, I think I can do that easier. So, and like you can pick a colour that you like. It's like a coloured render. So I think I'm going to do that. And also inside that shed, not the shed, sorry, inside that garage, I'm going to be turning it into a gym. And I'll show you in a second, guys, what it looks like. And this is what happens every time you build like a shed or a garage. Like if you don't like watch what you're doing, within a year or 2, like I guarantee you won't be able to move. And that's what's happened. Like, it's got so much crap in there, it's just a joke. So I need to put like I don't know, what is it going to be. It's 18 foot long, so I need to put 18 foot of wardrobes down one side. So that, I'm figuring I can get loads of crates, loads of shelves, and I can put all my tools, and I'll just label it all and organise it better, because I don't know if you're like me, whenever I want something it takes me half hour to find it, and it's just doing my head in. So we're going to be going in there, doing one side of the wall, wardrobes, the other side I'm going to like dot and dab and paint it. Loads of things like mirrors in there and stuff like that. He wants to put rubber matting on the floor, and he's got all his weights. He's got a heck of a lot of weights. He's spent a lot of money, so and he's been waiting, the poor sod, to get it to get in there. And we all have, because we'll all be using it. It'll be a family thing, but it's basically my son's gym, because he's bought all the equipment. and when he goes, he'll take it with him, obviously. I'm hoping he'll move into a flat and he'll leave it for me, because yeah, it'd be handy to have. I want to get like a running machine in there, a rowing machine, and I'm hoping that you can get ones in. We'll know when it's all done and the space that we've got to work in. I'll figure out exactly what we can get in now, because it's like once you start filling it up, it doesn't take long. So I've got that to do. I've got to finish off my patio, which is, I must say, it's kicking my arse. It's kicking my arse. I've got to dig like another 8 inches down. And this year in particular, it's just been, if it ain't raining, it's been baking hot, and what's happened, it's made that floor like the floor is like concrete now. So I've just got to find like a happy medium with it all, like hopefully it's going to piss down the rain for a few days, and then it'll just slacken off, and like it'll be half decent, not too hot, and then I can start digging it, because every time I attempt it, it just, like I say, it's kicking my arse. And I just don't want to even face it at the moment, but I've got to jump back on that soon. I've also got to build an extension, guys. I'm going to be putting in a back extension. Never done it before, and I built the garage on the premise of like if I could do the garage, because I've never done anything like that before, guys. I've done little projects. I've helped my dad and stuff like that, and I've laid a few bricks, but nothing on my own. And I was always under his supervision. And it's amazing what you pick up, like, you know what I mean. And like I say, I've always said YouTube now, it's the greatest teacher of all, you know what I mean. You watch some people and they're so inspirational, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start my extension, and the only thing I'm worried about is all the like the rigmaroles with it all, like all the architects and the do's and the don'ts, which if I was left on my own devices, I could build it. I wouldn't even worry about it, but you've got to make sure everything's done correctly, because I call them jobs worth. Once you start getting them involved, you know what I mean, it's just getting ridiculous, all these like regulations. It's just ridiculous, because I built extensions with my dad, and like never had none of this crap going on what you're having to do now. But is this the way we have to be now? I suppose we have to. You've got to follow the rules, otherwise you're going to get in trouble. And when I come to sell it, and if it hasn't been signed off, I'm going to be in trouble. So I have to go by the book, guys, and that's the only thing I'm worried about is that. Because if I do the footings wrong, or I get my measurements wrong, or the stills that are going in are wrong, it's going to be a big problem. So I'm going to have to 100% make sure I know what I'm doing. And each time I tackle something, I'll be looking it up and taking my time, asking lots of questions. And I'm hoping, guys, like, yeah, if you're interested in something like this, like, don't forget to like and subscribe and see how it all turns out. I've got to render my house. I've got to put a front porch on the front. I've got loads to do. I've got one more bedroom to do, and I want to be putting in like a Murphy bed. So I reckon this is. I said to myself, like, I'm going to work until I'm 65 out in this is my own house, obviously, and I just want to give a message to that fella. You know who you are. And yeah, thanks for your comments. Like, it's nice to get a bit of feedback and stuff like that. And he asked a few questions, I answered them. It's quite funny, really. And yeah, I promise I won't be sitting down on a chair. Maybe it's for the bottom bit, fella, but the top bit I won't be. If I could sit on a chair and do this all, trust me, I would. But as you get older, guys, it's just, you know, you choose the easiest route, and I just take it at my own pace, and it will get done. But I've given myself 5 years now, and that's to finish off everything, and I'll be 65, and I'll probably drop down dead. That's probably what's going to happen. But I just want to get to 65, and I can sit here and I can enjoy my house, you know what I mean? Because at the moment it is a building site, and it's taken a long time. Like I say, I didn't really start this project. It was COVID did me the biggest favour of all. I was a London cabbie, and I hated that job. I was coming to an end with it anyway, but it made me jack it in the end. And I haven't done much work. I've done a few privates, and that's what I've always done. I've always been a builder. I've always worked for people, like on and off. So I do know what I'm doing. And if there's anything that needs doing, I'd rather do it myself. Because what I've found is, like, and I'm not saying there's any like good workers out there, because I know that there is. You have to pay the money for it, and that's fine. But I'd rather do it myself and blame myself, because if you get someone in and they start doing something, because I've got, like I say, I've got half a clue and I'm watching them and I'm keeping half an eye on them, and I start seeing them cutting corners, they'll be off, you know what I mean? I'll be like, nah, I'm not happy with that. So I'd rather do it myself now, because like, you know what you're getting when you do it yourself. Anyway, let me know, like, give us a comment, guys. What do you think? What do you think about it all? And like I say, like, since COVID, I started to work out here probably about 2021. Started on the footings, that took forever. Like I say, potted around, I finally got that done. And then about 2022, like, we made the decision, we went and got all the wood, and probably it was the most expensive time, because it had gone mad, and it still is. Like, the prices of wood and the materials is an absolute joke. But we made the decision and we thought we were going to get this done, and since then I haven't really stopped. I've done my bathroom, my bedrooms. Like I say, I've got one more to do, like, to go. Just got to do a few other little things, and yeah, and then we'll be finished. But I'm reckoning 5 years to get this done. And you can say like 5 years, that's a long time, and I know it is. But I'm just going to take it at my own pace and try and enjoy it as much as I can, because I don't want it to turn into something that I'm going to end up hating, you know what I mean? And it's a weird thing, I do enjoy like working, like I enjoy like building, and I like to do it by myself, like, funny enough, because then I can stand back and say I did that. I remember building this and I was shoring up like one of the walls and all on my own, and it was falling over, and but you figure it out and you get round it. The only thing I got my sons to help me do was the roof. He got up there and like laid a lot of the roof up there for me, and yeah, bits and pieces, like, they helped, but basically like I've done it on my own. And like the garage I did on my own again, like little bits and pieces they helped me do. And when I do the extension, I'm hoping they're going to help me, like maybe do the footings and a little, again, bits and pieces, but generally I'll be doing it on my own, guys, and I won't stop until it's done. Like I say, I've got all this to do. I've got the garage to do. There's the garage. And I'll need to finish this off, guys. And I don't think the camera does it justice, like how much crap there is here. I've got to dig 8 inches all the way down. I've got to do all down the side. It's a heck of a lot of work. And I reckon, we worked it out the other day, I've probably shifted about 200 tonnes, and you'd probably say, nah, no way. But I'm including lifting all the blocks through and stuff like that. I mean, just for this garage floor, we ordered in, what was it? We've had 100 bags of cement so far, and we ordered in 10 tonne of sand, like, just for that. And I'm always forever going down like the shop and getting another tonne of sand, and yeah, like, and like I say, just for one of these bays here, like these things here, maybe like 2. It takes like near enough like a tonne. But that I know that this floor is bomb proof. It's absolutely solid, guys, and it might not be your taste, but I just wanted to give it a go, like save a bit of money, because I got all these bricks for nothing basically. I paid about £40, and I ended up getting, I don't know, 1,400 of them, and that was a job and a half, going down there like in the trailer, putting 200 at a time and coming home. But luckily, like, they wasn't too far away. But I was wondering at the time, is it worth it, like, to spend like all this time and effort just to get that, when you could have just got them delivered? But how much of them bricks, because like they're the thick ones, probably come in at about £1 a brick. I don't know, you tell me, guys, you tell me. Yep, I'll show you the garage, guys. What's happened to this? Like, I bombs it. Are you ready? And this is what happens. Oh my god. This is what happens when you get yourself a bit of space. You just fill it up with crap. And how the hell am I going to get rid of all this? I've got to build like another little shed at the side of the garage, because it's going to be taking my lawn mowers. I've got a whacker plate, strimmers, you name it, you know what I mean. It's going to get rid of all the big stuff, and then all this stuff here, all of it, is going to go in boxes. I've got to build another little shed at the side of the outhouse, and it's going to be taking all the bikes. So I'm hoping that I can get rid of all of this, guys. But someone commented on me that I didn't know what I was doing because I put like a 4-inch slope coming down. It should have been 6. I don't think it matters, guys. Like, as long as, like, I think 4 inches on 12 foot is enough. Let me know if I'm wrong. And he reckoned it was going to blow off. My roof was going to blow off. Right, it's like the plates have all like been screwed in. I've expanded foamed the roof on top. Then I've screwed like 180mm screws into that, which is tied in with these. It's bomb proof. It ain't going to go. He reckons my roof was going to blow off and it was going to leak. And this has been down a year now. Lo and behold, no leaks. Roof is still on. So yeah. And it's weird because when people comment like that, you go on their channel, keyboard warriors, you think you call them, because they ain't got no videos on it. But yeah, what do you think? Did I do it right or wrong? It's all tied in, that's the main thing. But this is going to look nice, guys, when this is finished. Like I say, I'm going to have a wardrobe all the way along this wall. 18 foot of wardrobes. And then he's got all his gym gear. I'll show you all his gym gear. And this is probably not even half of it. He's got all his other stuff up in his bedroom. So we've got to try and put all this, like maybe like make up some dumbbell racks and stuff like that, so he can assess it better. Like just figure it all out and work it out and make it work, guys. But yeah, happy days. See you later, guys.